Welcome to Celebrate Aging. I'm Vicki Marthaler, your hostess today, and with me is I guess we could call you alumni of Emmanuel of Ecumen Detroit Lakes. This is Everett Ballard. Everett, welcome.
Thank you.
Now you have an interesting story to tell us a little bit about how you, when I think about residents at our nursing home, they're kind of like average age 86.
Yeah.
You're kind of a different age.
I brought the average age down a little bit, I guess, when I got here. But yep,
Why don't you tell us your story? How did you get to come to Emmanuel?
Way back in August, actually, I stepped on a nail working on my farm, and just kind of it progressively got worse, and we just kind of kept working with it. And finally, I saw a specialist on the end of September, and 2 hours after I saw the specialist, he put me in the hospital and did surgery the next morning.
Oh, my word.
He basically...
This is quite the nail you stepped on.
What had happened, it had gone in and infected my heel bone.
Oh,
So he basically had to go in and clean my heel bone off, and then I was in the hospital a week, and then he needed to keep me close to Detroit Lakes, or in a unit where I could have some acute care with a wound vac machine. So I got transitioned over here to Emmanuel for roughly, I think it was 23 days.
Whoa. So tell me, okay, what's a wound vac machine? Tell me about that.
It's like a vacuum type machine that actually goes on your open wound, and it keeps any drainage or excess cleaned out, and it helps promote the healing by, they say it cuts down the healing by probably half.
Really?
It helps it heal, it draws new tissue and stuff in to heal. So then the staff here would change that every other day. We would have to go
So you had an open wound on the bottom of your foot.
Yep.
So you couldn't walk on it.
Yep, so we couldn't walk on it for, well, actually I didn't walk on it again for just about another month after I got out of here.
Really? Oh, so you were on crutches?
I was on crutches and a knee roller. And it was,
oh yeah, the knee rollers are kind of like those funny wheelchairs, only it's just for your knee.
Yep, they're actually kind of dangerous in a way. I only ran over my other foot once. But yeah, funny. So that was, and like I said, you know, you get these stereotypes of what you think a nursing home is like.
Oh yeah.
But once I got over here, it was nothing like I envisioned, and it was kind of surprising too how many ties we had to people that actually worked here.
Oh,
or whatever.
That's neat.
You know, one of the first people we met was Shelley. I cannot remember her last name. She used to be a Boyd.
Pontius?
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's known my wife's family for years.
So that helps. That helps when you feel like you're coming somewhere halfway familiar.
Within just a matter of a few days, it felt more like a family here than just
oh, that's nice
being
to
taken
hear.
care of, you know.
That's nice to hear.
And
so you're on our short-term stay, our rehab unit, and therapy did see you even though you couldn't put weight on your foot, right?
Yep. So I was down to therapy every day, even if I wasn't scheduled. I was down there. Just,
you seem to be the friendly sort. You got to at least visit.
Keep moving around. And
so how was the food?
The food was actually great. Nothing against St. Mary's, but it was a whole lot better here than it was over there at the hospital. I'm not used to eating 3 times a day like here, or at home than like I was here. So we actually, it was
and snacks.
Yep, and snacks. So I had to keep up and keep moving just to, so I wasn't going to gain weight before I got out of here, which doesn't normally happen, I'm sure. But no, it was very good, and time kind of flew. But looking back now, the time was nothing. From the front end, it looked like it was going to be a long time. But once it was all said and done, it's hard to believe that it was that long ago that I was here already.
Oh, I know. Well, and I'm glad that you could come. I'm glad we had a place for you that you could get the assistance you needed. And I heard that you even knew some of the residents here, so you were visiting up and down the hallways as well.
Knew some of those.
That makes time go too.
I guess my first impression though when I got here was when Sue Sorensen came down. I got here on a Wednesday.
Okay.
And Sue Sorensen came and invited me to a wine and cheese party down in the one room, and I thought, boy, what kind of place is this going to be? It was really a lot of fun. It was as fun as it could be, I guess.
Sure.
But it was, I guess, this is really, this is a hidden gem in Detroit Lakes as far as I'm concerned. I said it's really
Everett,
great.
That's really nice to hear that.
So
this hidden gem is considering and planning actually now a building project we're starting this upcoming summer, and it is to redo our short-term stay so that we can offer more therapy and a better, the rooms are going to have roll-in showers and everything. So we're really excited about upgrading that and looking forward because, there was kind of a freak accident for you to end up here. But at the same time, that happens more than we think to people in our area. And where can they go to get that rehab, to get that time? We're just a little bit of nursing supervision so you can get back to what you're doing again as fast as you can. Expanding that therapy area would be a big plus. Yes, and that's our plan. It'll have rooms that are very close to our therapy. I know our therapy room right now is kind of stunted. It's a smaller room and kind of fragmented because there's another place in another part of the building. So it'll all be in one. We're even going to have a therapeutic pool. So like 4 people can be in it, and it's kind of like you can run in place. It's different than like an Olympic swimming pool, but it'll be a pool just for therapy. And we've had some therapists who have worked with therapy pools, and they say it was really helpful. Now, I don't know if a wound like yours, if you would be able to use that with an open wound, but I know for people who have their new knees and the new hips and stuff, it would be perfect. So. So you'll have to think of that. As you age, you might have to have a new something. You know that you can come here and get better. I sure can. But no, it was, and my room was actually only like 2 doors away, I think, from the therapy room. So so did it work out well for you? It was real easy access. It was real easy access. But yep, so I've gotten, So when you were at the hospital and they did the surgery and all of that, was it who made the arrangements for you to come here? How did you find out about us? It was actually social services. Actually set up the whole package or puzzle, I guess, if you want to call it. And I wasn't really quite sure. I didn't know where I was actually going until the Wednesday morning that I was coming over here. I didn't know where I was going till that day, because I met with social services 3 times, and each time it was with someone different. So it was like, really didn't quite sure. They were looking at I'm not sure what the facility is right next to the hospital, but they were full. And then it was Emmanuel, and then we just started talking, and it was just like, So I had nothing basically to do with where. It was but it's important to know that social workers work on that for you. Just by chance, So they had everything all put together well, and Sue here was great. Any questions we had for anything to do with insurance or whatever, it was all. Oh, there's always questions about insurance. Because it's surprising which one, each between the hospital and nursing home and home health and different things. Not everybody knows what everybody else is doing. Oh, it just makes your head spin after a while. So social workers keep all that straight. I mean, there were even things that we were worried about going home that once home health got there, which was surprising in a way, because our home health nurse in Pelican lives a mile from our house. So. All the pieces did fall together for you. Everything fell together well, and things that we were worried about going home, she was able to take care of there, so it all worked out. And how are you feeling now? Because it's been a little bit of time now. Good. We're still getting everything loosened back up after being off of it 2 months. It was a little. It's amazing how your muscles kind of forget what they're supposed to do. It was. It took a little while to start getting things loosened up. I've been in the rehab therapy place down in Pelican Rapids there now, off and on, and wonderful. Getting in there less and less now, though, as they were moving around and driving. I love it. Back on the road driving and. Feeling like your old self again. Yep, pretty close. Getting there. Well, Everett, we just appreciate that you'll come and give your little story. Emmanuel, the average age is 86, but at the same time, there are so many people that things come up in life, and we are here. We are here with our therapy department, with our services that we can offer to you, and just wanted you to know that Ecumen Detroit Lakes is here to serve the community and serve the people in the community. So if you have any questions, give us a call and let us help you.